I sort of acquired Korean painlessly while watching Korean TV dramas and shows. My subconscious was doing the acquiring while my mind is having fun. Languages are acquired, not learned, like math or chemistry. What happens in language acquisition is that when we understand messages conveyed in a foreign language, we are making links between the meaning units and the linguistic units. So after a substantial amount of comprehensible input, there will be a good sum of those links in our heads. So as a result, we began gradually understanding the language. This is exactly how I acquired Korean. I've always enjoyed Korean TV dramas and shows, and it's always been my guilty pleasure. And I've never found a way to resist its temptation. So I think maybe around 30% or 40% of my college years was taken up by watching Korean TV dramas. And back then, I wasn't even trying to learn the Korean language. I was simply enjoying the romance and everything happened in K-dramas. But gradually, I started to find that I can't actually understand maybe 60% of the conversations in K-dramas without the help of subtitles. Looking back, I sort of acquired Korean painlessly while watching Korean TV dramas and shows. My subconscious was doing the acquiring while my mind is having fun. So now, since I can already understand the Korean language very well by listening, it's so much easier for me to learn the words and grammar because my subconscious is already familiar with the language, and I just need my conscious mind to take in those rules and regularities of this language. Now let's see how this can apply to our English learning. I think maybe for most of us, when we think about people who are really good at English, we think of them speaking very fluent and native like English, but not so much as we imagining them reading or writing or anything, because speaking is the most apparent attribute of a language, right? So we associated this social prestige with people who are really fluent at speaking English. That's why when we look at people's purposes with English, we can see a lot of them actually wanted to be able to speak fluent English instead of wanting to understand English language very well. But focusing solely on speaking is actually the exact reason why we cannot improve our speaking. If we don't have the knowledge of the language as a whole, we don't have the material for speaking. This is why I don't recommend people who are below intermediate level to practice speaking and writing. So then the focus should be to increase the comprehensible input, to surround and immerse themselves in English, in the environment of English.